Welcome back, everyone. Jaybone here for Smash This Podcast. Just keeping an eye on Oreo up into my left. She's being her normal goofy self. What is up, everyone? Happy Monday. Oh my goodness. Just got done watching Raw. Got some chatters already. And whether you're team Twitch or team YouTube, it doesn't matter. It's all love, and I appreciate you being here. What's that? You behave. Of course, she's going to try to get in on the act, as she always does. So, before we get into this, I just want to address a couple things. I just happened to see this here from Codebreaker. I want to address this because it was oddly put out there. Come on, Oreo. Jeez Louise. Get your fuzzy tuchus out of here. Look, and I'm not going to sit here and point it out as a negative towards him. Look, I've dealt with him before. I've tried to help him, and he's turned it around on me. And so now he's doing this to me again. And I told him, I was like, hey, look, I've got a tremendous support team behind me, whether it be my TNI crew or my followers that have helped me achieve this. I've been doing this for a long time. Had I known I'd reach this level of success on Twitch in a short amount of time, I would have done it a long time ago. I just didn't know what Twitch was. I didn't know what you could accomplish with it. Now that I've achieved this, hey, I'm psyched about it. I'm happy about it. I'm not going to brag about it. I'm not going to sit there and tell him, oh, well, I achieved it first, so I'm better than you. No, you guys know me. I'm not like that. And I'm not going to stop what I'm doing because he hasn't achieved that. All I told him was, hey, yeah, exactly, Oreo. Exactly. Just say, hey, look, whatever you're doing, if that's what you enjoy doing, then just do it for fun. If you're trying to be successful at something, but you've been doing the exact same thing for 3 years, maybe you should change it up. But that's all on him. You know, I'm not going to let what he tried to put out there today towards me, it's not going to deter me. I've reached this point and I'm going to keep pushing forward. So, hey, you know, the best to him. And, you know, hey, settle. Take it easy, Oreo. Take it easy. But that's all I wanted to say this, because I know it was out there and I know some people were talking about it. You know, Trent was stuck in the conversation too, unfortunately. But hey, you know, he's going to do his thing, and I've been doing mine for 7 years. So there you go. And I'm going to keep on doing it. Oreo's about to RKO you. Right? So yeah, I just wanted to, and I also wanted to thank everybody again last night who was part of the TNI Live Victory Road review on the Impact Plus Weekly, who helped me achieve 50 plus followers on Twitch. Thank you so much. It's like I said, if I'd have known I could do this a long time ago, I would have. But it's something I've been trying to reach on YouTube for 7+ years, and reached it in a very short amount of time on Twitch. So I don't know. Look, I'm still learning a lot about Twitch. I'm still learning what you can all do with it and everything. And if this is all the success I achieve on it, great. But I believe you can do the cheering of the bits and the subbing now. I'm just started setting up stuff like that today. So, hey, it's there. If you want to, great. If not, I'm still glad you're here. Whatever. But it was a great weekend for Smash's podcast in general. Look at all the emojis showing up. My goodness, you guys. Thank you guys. What is that? Morrison shades and Lita emojis and swingers. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll have to come up with my own emojis, I guess. If I don't know how that works. I'll have to recruit what's the gentleman's name? Skull, the gentleman who's been helping T and I out with all that. I'll have to recruit him too, I guess. We'll see. But hey, so yeah, we're gonna talk some Raw. We're gonna talk some highlights. Some very significant things happened tonight, especially towards the end of the show, which was actually a very pleasant surprise in my opinion. And then we can talk some news. I didn't see a lot today out there, but some stuff happened over the weekend as far as Impact Wrestling. We can talk that too. 100% beef. Yeah, it's actually 100% Ali. Yeah, we'll get to that. What's up? What's up, Bill? How you doing? Zach in here. What is that? Is that a witch? I can't even read that. It's so small on my screen. Is that a witch emoji? And is that Lita and Trish? Where do you get these emojis? Where are these buried? Like I said, I still have so much to. Yeah, Nerds Unite. That I can read. Oh my goodness. You're so goofy. All right. So we get into this episode of Monday Night Raw. And this is all leading up to Hell in a Cell in a few weeks at the end of the month. Oh my goodness, TMS with the all the other emojis. 5150, the Lucha Underground. Oh my god, we got Steiner math now too. Jiminy Christmas. You guys crack me up. I love it. So this is all setting up Hell in a Cell. And Hell in a Cell has been a decent pay-per-view in the past. One thing I couldn't figure out is why you have Hell in a Cell and you only have one Hell in a Cell. So what it's starting to look like, and I don't know who's headlining what. It seems like every day I hear somebody different is headlining. It's going to be Roman that's headlining Hell in a Cell. Now it's going to be Orton that's headlining Hell in a Cell. In Hell in a Cell. And then I read something the other day that it's going to be Sasha Banks and Bailey in Hell in a Cell. I'm like, man, how many Hell in a Cell matches are we getting? I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. It's one of those things where, hey, stick all the matches in Hell in a Cell. I don't care. The more violence, the better, in my opinion. We finally give some due respect to Hell in a Cell. Did you see the EC3 promo in Ring of Honor? Shaking my head. I take that as you don't like him in Ring of Honor. I say the more places together. But hold that thought. Let's talk about that later, okay? I just happened to see that earlier in the news. Excuse me. Just look up Smash This Podcast. Just look up Smash This Podcast on Twitch. If you're having trouble, let me know. Hey, Paul, my favorite nephew. Bells Boy, you want to be the first subscriber? I don't think I have any subscribers left. Hakeem Fullerton says, congrats on the 50 subs on Twitch. Oh, it's followers, actually, but thank you. Perhaps next year Smash will get 100 subscribers. Well, we got to get one subscriber first. We got to get we got to get one subscriber, and we shoot for 100 followers. How about that? Let's shoot for that. But hey, whatever support I get is lovely. Most appreciated. All right, so this kicks off with a very long, drawn out Orton promo talking about everything's leading to Hell in a Cell, and he's talking about why he did and how he did and why he did in the conclusion of last week's Raw, where he attacked all the legends. McIntyre then attacks him. Obviously, he's pissed off that he did all that. So it's all, like I said, it's all leading towards Hell in a Cell, and they've wrestled each other. I don't know how many times now. Is this the third time now? I think it is. Now I know Orton's been in quite a few Hell in a Cell matches in the past, but that history lesson gets really fuzzy to me. I don't know. Like, they might have said it tonight and I missed it. As far as like what is Orton's record in Hell in a Cell, if someone wants to look that up, I'd be greatly appreciated. But isn't that one of those things where when someone would face Triple H in the past, didn't Triple H have like either a really good record at Hell in a Cell or a really bad record at Hell in a Cell? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. Palm Court. I subscribed already, hearing you on both channels. Very trippy. Feel like I took mushrooms. LOL. JK. Well, hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot, man. Paul says he really liked the opening tonight. Yeah, I mean, it was a little long, but I suppose it was needed. You know, it's oh, you're Bell's Boy. Okay. Well, then change it to Bell's Boy, because I'm not going to remember that shit from week to week. I'm going to be like so confused. But hey, thank you. Thank you, Bell's Boy. That's funny. Swag fan, what is up, dude? So yeah, it's when they take a storyline and it's a slow burn towards a pay-per-view. That's consistency. That's good, because we don't see a lot of that in WWE. They drop a lot of storylines, and when we get to the Retribution stuff later, I'm really curious to hear your opinions on this. Now, you're not going to upset me on this either, but we'll get to that a little later. Zelena Vega, Lana and Natalya versus Asuka, Mandy Rose, and Dana Brooke. Mandy Rose getting another win here. Interesting. Quite the little push here on Raw for Team Mandy, or Team Asuka, if you will. But Mandy gets the win here. Pump knee strike to Lana. And then, it was an okay match, you know? And then Nia Jax. Now, this is interesting. I've seen some of this talk in the news about Lana and what's happening to her on TV as a result of all of her husband's stuff. And she's trying to play it off like it doesn't bother her. Like, oh, I've always wanted to have my ass handed to me on a weekly basis, this kind of stuff. It's funny. Like, you're not going to break me, bitches. So Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler attack Lana and Natalya, and they end up putting Lana through the announce table again. And it's just going to be like a weekly thing now until after the draft, because this is kind of like, I felt like this episode was like the last straw. Like, if anybody wanted to get, hand out an ass whipping to anyone, this was like the last shot, because the draft starts this Friday, right? On Smackdown. So as much as I've been back and forth and kind of, oh God, you're barely getting through these shows, I always appreciated the draft. It's a fresh start for some people not. I am looking forward to this, though, because I'd still, like I said, I still have my favorites on these shows, and I'm always down for a good shakeup. And we saw a shakeup later. Oh my goodness, in the show. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. We get the tag champs later in a pretty good back and forth match. R-Truth now talking to Little Jimmy. We're seeing a lot of Little Jimmy lately. He's talking to him about the draft. Now, I did not take the time to pause the screen and see exactly what he had written out on this dry erase board as far as the draft. But part of me really wants to go back just for shits and giggles and see exactly what he drew out, because I'm sure it'd be flipping hilarious. I don't know. Oh, man. So he's sitting there talking to Little Jimmy, and there's a janitor behind him. He thinks it's Randy Orton, because that's exactly what Randy Orton looked like at the end of last week's show. But this person is significantly shorter than Randy Orton, which is kind of funny. So Drew Gulak surprises him. Truth ducks. He clocks the ref with the mop in the head, which... Oh my God. I thought the ref was going to go down and they were going to have anyone to, count the match, because I was like, damn, it was right in the head. It was hilarious. Hey, we got Styles in here. What is up? Keanu's in here. Hope they don't screw over SmackDown too hard. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's really interesting what I don't know. I feel like SmackDown's really gotta come out strong here, just because Fox, Fox is still booking SmackDown, right? It's like they get the stars they want on there. It's like, wait, whose company is this? I don't know. It's weird. Money is a big influencer, folks. If so-and-so wants so-and-so on the show, they're going to get said star. Mr. Fred says, I'm a former janitor. I never cleaned like that. You mean you never walked down the hallway of some place and like hit somebody in the head with a mop? You've never done that, Mr. Fretz? Come on. I find that hard to believe. No, I'm kidding. Is this not how you clean an establishment? What a riot. I did not watch NXT TakeOver 31. I did not. There was just too much stuff going on this weekend. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till Cross comes back and then I'll care. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, it's going to depend on the draft too. The draft is going to have a big part in it. That might help my decision making there too. But I already watched so much stuff and talked so much stuff on here. Who knows? So Drew Gulak rolls up R-Truth, pins him 1, 2, 3, pulls his mask off, takes off his hoodie. Hey, it's Drew Gulak. Former ninja. Wait, is he still a ninja? I'm a little confused here. Is he a ninja janitor? Like, is that a thing? Is that like, can you put that on a resume? I'm a ninja / janitor, or janitor, or would it be janitor / ninja? I really don't know what sounds better on a resume. It's one of those things you probably shouldn't overthink, right? Drew Gulak. What did you do in the last company you worked for? I hit people in the head with mops. Fuck. Jiminy Christmas. Oh my God. Lana's getting the barbecue chicken treatment. Barbecue chicken treatment? What the hell is that? You mean like roasted? Is that what you mean? Like put over the coals? Is that the expression you're trying to... I've never heard of the barbecue chicken treatment. Oh, I love you guys. Moppy return confirmed. Oh, shit. Oh, where's Perry Saturn when you need him? No, I respect Perry Saturn. I hope to God they wouldn't never do that to him. I don't think he's any shape to come back. But damn, that's funny. Oh my God, that's too damn funny. The jerk chicken treatment. You guys gotta just explain this to me. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Grill Master doesn't know. I'm no pro. Okay, I'm a very simple man on the grill. All right, but let's continue. Otherwise, this is gonna take all night. My gut ain't gonna take this. All right, so Murphy is your 24/7 I-94 quick trip champion. European style. I don't know. But that's not going to last very long. Cruz, Ali, and Ricochet get approached by MVP and his crew, and he's like, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity later. Now, this whole storyline throughout this episode is very interesting. Rollins and Murphy versus Dominic Mysterio and Carrillo. It's Messiah. Rollins keeps trying to drill into his head, I am the Messiah, you are the disciple. You listen to me, you take my guidance, you do as you're told. Murphy obviously not listening here, and actually gets the win for his team. Very interesting. As much as I see this story starting to evolve, things getting better for Murphy here and there, I can't wait for this storyline to be done. This has been going. It's just one of those uncomfortable ones. Like, I'm like, okay, I hope somebody gets drafted somewhere and this can all be done. This has got to end, especially with the Mysterio side of it, because I've been over that for weeks now. I'm just not down with this, Cross to SmackDown or Raw. Well, he's got to get healed up first. He's not going to be back for a long time. Long time. So, Strowman walks up to Adam Pearce and he's like, well, I know there's no Raw Underground tonight. And, but I want to get these hands on someone, however he says it. Give someone these hands. And then he reminds Strowman, now this is interesting. He reminds Strowman that he's not a Raw superstar. It's like, wait a minute. You're on Raw. How are you going to tell him he's not a Raw superstar? So he's only designated to the Underground, apparently, right now. This poor son of a bitch, man. You went from being Universal Champion. Look, opinions aside on the championship, okay? You went from being top guy on SmackDown. Now you're not even considered a Raw superstar, but you are Raw Underground, but there's no Raw Underground. So what does he say? We're going to put you in an unsanctioned match, and we'll see who comes out. You can sit out there and we'll see who decides to face you in the challenge. Well, so he leaves. He's like, fine. Keith Lee comes around the corner and he says, sign me up. It's like, oh, two mega hosses going at it. Okay, I'm happy now. I'm happy. What the hell is this in the chat? Zach attack? Oh my God. Do you have your own emoji? Is that what that is? That's hilarious. The Rollins and Mysterio's storyline has lasted longer than Hulk Hogan's acting career. Jiminy Christmas. That did last a long time, didn't it? You might be right. You might be right. So Braun has become Heath Slater, apparently. He's really downgraded he's really been all over the place. He was the monster that was legit tearing down buildings, flipping huge vehicles like the ambulances and whatever. Just the next monster. Then he became a tag champion with a 10-year-old. Way to castrate a motherfucker. I mean, seriously. Way to castrate a motherfucker. Then it seemed like he was, okay, now you're going to get this push again. He's Universal Champ. No, that wasn't the last. You were champ for about 2 seconds. And, yeah, man. And now you're not really on any show. We're just going to give you an unsanctioned match. So, whatever. It's a poor son of a bitch. Jeez. I mean, the guy should be an absolute monster, but nope. Snip, snip. Crazy. Oh, Hulk Hogan had an acting career. A little one. A little one. Um, um, so yeah, these two then oh no, that's not next. Kevin Owens and Bray Wyatt is next. And this is weird because this is supposed to happen on SmackDown, and this came to Raw. So does that mean that these guys are going to end up on Raw eventually because of the draft? Because usually that doesn't jump around that much. I was a little confused by this. I was like, wait a minute. Didn't this just happen on SmackDown? Like I said, you try not to overthink professional wrestling. But remember, this is the draft week, so there's going to be some flip-flopping going around, I guess. So I guess we're not getting Bray Wyatt versus Roman anytime soon. Are we like taking that completely off the table? I thought that's where we were going when Alexa Bliss got possessed and she was staring down Roman last week or the week before, whenever that was. It must have been a week before. I think I missed last SmackDown. Stuff going on. The Thunderdome. So I know apparently this is going to go back to SmackDown, and some of this stuff is just happening to fill up time and space because the draft is happening, and it doesn't make sense to do anything long term in some ways because of the draft. Like, okay, we'll just quick do this, like a one and done on SmackDown, and then we're going to stick someone back on another brand. So my guess here is Bray's going to end up with Alexa Bliss on Raw. That's my guess. Because I feel like you need to keep, like, as much as I wanted to see that, him get some revenge on Roman, I guess it's not to be. Because if they're doing this Kevin Owens stuff and just keeping him far away from Roman, then he must be getting switched or something. I don't know. If they moved the Fiend to Raw, would it help with the ratings? Maybe. Depends on how you book him. I mean, like, you can stick different people on different brands, but it depends on the storytelling. It depends on how you book people. Are the stories going to attract more viewers? I'm sure that's what they're hoping for here. How many people are they going to bring up from NXT? Oh, no, wait, it's not up from NXT because it's actually another brand now, right? It's over. Would it be under? Never mind. I mean, there's just a lot of different things that, I don't know how to say this. There's a lot of different moving pieces that are going to affect the ratings, and so basically from here with the draft, Hell in a Cell is going to be a lot of end of storylines that have been going on for a long time. So Hell in a Cell is going to be like a turning of the page moment in the company. Some stuff is going to stay. A lot of stuff is going to change, though, fresh faces, new opportunities. We'll have to just hope for the best and hope that, hey, we get some groovy stuff, you know? Because God knows some of this is getting stale as shit. Some of it I like, some of it I don't. I'm sure you guys feel the same. So then Aleister Black came out and attacked KO because Owen said he was going to go after Bray Wyatt because Bray Wyatt appeared on the screen and they were talking back and forth. So yeah, this whole like Aleister Black thing. Is Aleister Black joining Bray Wyatt's thing here like Alexa Bliss is? That makes me wonder that too. Like, do you form a new stable around Bray Wyatt for a fresh start on Raw? Alexa Bliss, Aleister Black. I just hope they don't make Aleister Black like a clown if that's what they do. Make him some like weird sweater wearing douche. You know? Oh, God. He's way too much of a badass. It'd be a great partner, though. Be a great sidekick, honestly. You got to do something with Aleister. You can't just let him do nothing. Because he's just been kind of just spinning, you know, the wheels have been spinning. He's not really going anywhere. This thing with Kevin is like not doing anything in my professional podcasting opinion. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Something's got to come to a head at SmackDown, I feel like. Because Aleister was over on SmackDown too, and he showed up here on Raw. That makes me think he's staying with Bray on Raw. Like they're going to finish this up on SmackDown, and then everybody's going to go to Raw. What do you think? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. That would be cool. Black needs something big time. He does. He does. I mean, I don't know. We can talk about that all night, but we're going to continue. They gave Aleister Black the Intercontinental Championship. Oof, that's quite the push. Maybe someday. All right, so now we're getting Braun Strowman. Okay, so this is unsanctioned. This is Braun Strowman in an exhibition fight against Keith Lee. It's over faster. Like I was like writing this stuff down, and all of a sudden I heard ding, 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 and it was already counted out and over. I was like, well, holy shit, that was quick. Lee gets speared through the wall, knocks the entire section of wall front to back down. It's like, oh my God, poor Lee. And then that, like I wrote like a frown face next to it, like, oh man, is this like what you're doing with Lee? But then Lee, surrounded by people checking on him, he got up and he had this face and he was like, fuck you, you know, I'm coming after you. And he went after him and they started brawling on the stage and he speared him off of the stage and they both like went through some tables and equipment and stuff like that. So it was like, wow, what a finish. I mean, he put Braun through like the back Tron area and then boom, off the stage. So I was like, okay, that's not so bad. Like, okay, so this could continue. Maybe Hell in the Cell? I don't know. Does it continue on Raw Underground? I don't know. Where does this go? I mean, I would like to see more of this, but it ended so quick. Because honestly, it was like the equivalent of what you would see on Raw Underground. Because those last, 30 seconds max? 20 seconds? 30 seconds? Maybe that's what that was supposed to represent, I guess. You know, just like Raw Underground, just not surrounded by a bunch of people pounding on the mat. I don't know. So we'll see. But it made me feel a little better about Keith Lee. Still not a ton of direction, but hey, not a total loss here either. Just kind of interesting. We'll see. Elijah Washington says Jaybone is a good idea because Bray told Owens, you better watch out. So maybe Black is going to join Bray to end the show. Yeah, maybe. Create more anticipation. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? We next have another segment of R-Truth, Drew Gulak, and Tozawa. Tozawa, like rolling out of a garbage can of his own. And they all fight in a huge, like, rolling dumpster, like one of those huge rolling garbage dumpsters. And ref counts 1, 2, 3, and Truth is your 42nd time 24/7 champ. It's just ridiculous. So maybe both Tozawa and Drew Gulak will be dueling, mopping janitorial ninjas in the next one. I don't know. So goofy. Let's go cheeseheads. Well, that was random. Okay. Now the Hurt Biz is waiting to see what's going to happen here because they said they were giving Cruz, Ricochet, and Ali an opportunity. And what ended that first segment was Ricochet looked like he was like, he was thinking about it. So he's coming down to the ring to meet the Hurt Biz, which is going to be a Lashley and Benjamin versus Cruz and Ricochet. And he says, you know what? I'm going to pass. And MVP is like, oh, you're going to regret that. You're going to regret that you passed up on this. So Lashley wins the match. He makes Cruz tap out. another loss for Ricochet. Just sad. But he's like, I'm not going to give up, though. I'm not going to give up. So that's actually a really positive thing to see Ricochet say that here, because he's had his ass handed to him by this crew for how many weeks on and off. And he's like, I don't care how many times you bring it to us, I'm not going to stop fighting. So there's something positive, I guess, to come out of it if you want to look for something. It's very difficult, but there you go. Buckshot Kid. What is up, dude? Pew, pew. Green Bay is on TV. Yes, they are playing one of the Monday night. I believe they're playing Atlanta and beating them. So, yeah, go Pack. So, where was I? Looking through my notes. Yes. So Lashley and the Hurt Biz win. And then Ali finds MVP and his crew later, and he challenges. And I wrote next to this, shaking my head, like, right, really? Like, how many times are we going to have this tonight? Little did I know. You know, I had no clue what was coming. Had no clue. And I'm pretty sure nobody knew this. And that was actually a really pleasant surprise. I'm sure some people looked at this like, oh, poor Ali. I'm going to do a spin on this. So we'll talk about it in a bit. So, so Rollins comes down to the ring now. So he's basically, so I missed this earlier. He told Murphy, I'm going to give you an hour and then I want an apology out of you. But Murphy said he wanted an apology out of Seth for all the stuff he's done. So they're brawling. Murphy attacks Seth. Seth gets him back. So and then Aaliyah Mysterio is out there over a fallen Murphy, like, please stop, which halts the whole thing. It's like, yes, please stop this storyline. Please stop, because it's just no, it's no. Please stop. I don't know what else to say about it. It's is Jaybone's heart rate up to 230 yet? No, it's not. Look, I haven't even had any lollipops yet tonight. My goodness, yes, the lollipops are back. Shall we reach into the bag of goodies and see what we pull out here? Let's see. What is this? What is this green one? It is, God, I need new glasses. Cream soda. We enjoy the cream soda. Let's have a cream soda, shall we? Thank you, Buckshot. Yes, the Twitch is new. The YouTube's been here for over 7 years, though. 7.5 to be exact-ish. Give or take a little. But thank you. I'll take whatever support I can get. Much love, dude. So yeah, please stop this, Murphy. I mean, if this ends with Murphy, like, you can't do anything more with the Mysterio family. You really can't. It's gone far enough. What else are you going to do? You can't have Murphy go off with Aaliyah off into the sunset, because then it's just Creepyville, USA. No, screw that. Mysterio's injured. Dominic doesn't need any more spotlight, please. No. Please, no. He's not good enough for that yet. Put him down in the Capitol Wrestling Center, whatever. I don't know what the hell that is. Stick him down there for a few years. In my professional opinion. Damn, that's good. What's next here? Raw Women's Tag Titles. On the line, Nia Jax and Baszler versus Riot Squad, Ruby Riott, and Liv Morgan. This was a pretty good match. I missed part of this match. I didn't catch it all because then it was broken up by a commercial and I didn't quite get back in time. Hope Dominic and Ray go to NXT. Well, it's something. He needs to be off of TV, period. Okay? And Ray's injured as it is. So the more you stick him on TV while he's injured accomplishes nothing, in my opinion. That's me. You know, I love Ray. I've been watching him for 20 plus years, since the 90s. But Dominic does not deserve this spotlight yet. Does he have potential? Hell yeah. He's learned a lot of stuff over the last several months. But no, it just, especially you stick him in a storyline like this, like, damn. You know, big brother, little sister, creepy. Ugh, no. I'm done. Please no. Riot Squad lose. I was kind of hoping here, but you know, it's a Raw right before the draft, so it's just wrapping up this storyline basically. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax come out on top. We get a real quick promo for Miz and Mrs. are going to come back on Thursdays starting November 12th. New season. I don't know what number season this is. Season number 4, I think they said. I watch this on and off. It's actually one of the more entertaining reality television shows that I do watch, and I watch almost none. But I love The Miz and his family situation, you know, with, I almost said Lana. Jiminy Christmas. Maurice. Maurice and the mother that lives with them and blah, 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 and the kids. And watching anybody become a parent, a new parent is always entertaining because it's always an adventure 24/7. It's always little mishaps, little gross moments. It's funny. So I enjoy that. So yeah, I'll probably be watching that November come with Mrs. Jaybone. Am I going to review it? No, but I'll just it'll be something fun to watch this fall, you know, because God knows this entire year has been just one giant pile of new baby poop. I don't know. MVP, here we go. I got basically nothing to say about the main event. They should have switched the two, is what they should have done. Because after this stuff happened with Ali, I don't think anybody gave a shit about the main event. I watched for about 2 seconds, and that was the pin. The RKO and the pin. But let's talk about, this was the main event to me. So MVP comes out with Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. Mustafa Ali comes out by himself. And I'm like, why is he coming out by himself? Is this just going to be a squash match? What is going on here? So I'm a little confused that he does not have the support of Ricochet and Cruz. But when he approached MVP, he was by himself, wasn't he? He wasn't with the other guys. So he comes out to the ring, and they're just, talking to him like, oh, you made a really big mistake, blah, 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 blah. Look at this guy. He's just about to get in the ring, and this is where it gets really interesting. At first, you're like, oh, Retribution, big brawl. This isn't going to go anywhere. You're quick running this through your head as you're watching this, right? Actually, for some people, I'm sure some people were like, wait, Retribution's back already? I think maybe they were exposed to COVID, and if they were like X amount of days without symptoms, maybe they cleared them. Who knows? I'm not going to overthink it. They're running their business how they run their business as far as keeping their employees safe. It is what it is. So, Retribution comes out, the whole gaggle of Retribution ninjas. Not ninjas, just had to throw a little goofy spin on that. No housewives of haha. No, screw the housewives. I don't watch any of that dumb shit. No. Please no. Retribution comes out. they basically say to Ali, here's your chance. Are you with us? And he's like, yeah, I'm with you guys. Now this gets interesting. This is where it really takes a twist. And so he's like, okay, I'm with you guys. You're expecting them all to jump out and attack said Retribution people surrounding the ring, right? Ali gets in the face of the two biggest guys, T-Bar and Mace. Is that right? I'm still learning this. You'll have to excuse me. The two biggest guys. And it's like, oh, and at this point, the three guys from the Hurt Biz are looking out at him like, dude, you're dead. You're so dead, they're going to have to bury your ass twice. And they're just looking at him and saying, what the fuck is going on? Ali turns around real slow with this look. I don't even know how to describe this look. Like, I got you. Turns around, looks up at them and says, get him. And it was like, oh, what is happening? At first, it's like, oh, Ali joined Retribution. And as you're thinking about this, you're like, oh, Ali joined Retribution. Do I like this idea? I don't know why. I don't know if I like this idea. Wait a minute. He's just sitting back and watching all this play out. What is going on? Why is he control? Is he controlling Retribution? Just all these thoughts are going through my head. And I was like, holy shit. Sure enough, Ali is running Retribution. What a freaking twist. I love it. Now, okay, see, this is one of those things where I want to see your opinion on it. And look, to me, there's no right or wrong. Because I know I missed a couple episodes of Smackdown when this hacker stuff was on Smackdown. Now just hold on. Oh my God. It's so funny. They look so goofy. It's different. It's kind of like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, and they're in Thunderdome, so why not? I don't know. So, okay, now this is what I want to ask you guys. You're not right, you're not wrong, doesn't matter to me. I'm curious what you think about this, because I don't know what to think about this. Is this actually a long, slow burn continuation of the hacker storyline? Someone said online that it's not because they revealed Sonya Deville as the hacker or something, but then it was dropped and it was just Sonya Deville versus Mandy Rose, but there was no hacker thing involved. I mean, this makes a lot more sense if this is actually a slow burn revelation of the hacker. Because I think it was supposed to be revealed as Ali anyways, wasn't it? I don't know. Like, are we going to keep that canon here? Canon. And just kind of forget the Sonya Deville reveal never happened? Say that 10 times real fast. The Deville reveal. Yes, even Oreo knows. She made a noise. She was actually yawning. She's like, when are you going to be done, Daddy? Ali is a natural babyface, not a fan of this. Okay. Paul says, awesome. All right. We continue. RK says, Ali's been stuck in the main event for how long, so it makes sense that he has an attitude. Aha. See? Okay. That makes sense. It's great. I love Ali. I hope this blows him up to the top. He is a great talent. He is a great talent. He is. It was Jaybone. Okay. Before COVID, dirt sheets were saying WWE is in for a massive storyline, and some think it's this. Okay. At one, people thought it was Ali who was the hacker. Okay. If Ali / hacker / retribution was part of the long-term storyline, it's probably by accident on WWE's part. It could be. It could be. Like I said, this is one of those things. I don't want you to overthink this. It's so easy to, right? Like if it is the continuation, and maybe it's not. Someone I was talking to on Twitter earlier says, oh no, this is all by accident. Is it though? Like if you're hating on it, you can say it's all done by accident. If you dig it, it almost makes sense if you think it's a long-term, slow burn storytelling process. That's what it is to me, you know, because I like that idea. I don't know if we're going to get that explanation. All right, let's see what else you say here. Jaybone, I like Ali, but when he debuted, what was his gimmick? Now the glove thing makes sense. Okay. Ali as a heel could be interesting. Let's see how it goes. Just don't change his name to like Darkness or Light Bright. I'm going to record a podcast, broski. Peace out. All right, man. Take care. Take care, man. Thanks for stopping in. Look at Wade Barrett. Maybe Ali can be in a world title picture, but since, yeah. So yeah, I mean it could be either one, right? It'll be. I think they may tell more next week. Look, no matter how you spin it, no matter how you look at it, I'm happy for Ali. I feel like this is a big push for him. Because honestly, as much as I dig the Retribution characters, their look, I'm not going to sit here and say it's the greatest thing since sliced white bread. Okay, I'm not going to say that. It's something different. To me, it's eye catching. It's fine. You know, it's finally come to fruition. Minus all the goofiness and catering, it's like that was going nowhere. Finally, okay, now the story's starting to really reveal itself. You know, something's really happening now. They revealed themselves. Okay, it needed something. I said this on Twitter tonight too in response to like Wrestling Inc. saying something like, the addition of Ali, does this make it better or do you like this? They asked some question and I'm like, I dig it. It needed something. Like I appreciated the call up of all these guys, the frustration. I get the storyline. I understand it, but it needed something. It needed a leader. It did not have a leader. It needed some kind of focus. Now it's got Ali. Ali's the leader. Ali is the one to put more, focus behind the whole thing. So whether you think it is the hacker from whatever, to me, I'll just say it is. Not a big deal, right or wrong, doesn't matter. I like it, though. I like it. I didn't watch Raw before this, but I am now. Wow, holy shit. Cool. Hey, and I've never been one of those guys to be like, if you're not watching what I'm talking about, then fuck you. No, if you are, great. If not, I mean, I can't tell you how many people last week were showing up and just watching me talk about said topic. And they were like, yeah, none of us watched what you're talking about, but hey, whatever. So, hey, if you're watching along and you get in the conversation, great. If you're not, you're just here to support little old me. I'm not going to tell you to not be here. Thank you. So that's Raw. I'm not really going to talk about the main event because Orton and Ziggler and Rude won, which means Orton gets a bigger momentum towards Hell in a Cell versus McIntyre, and because Rude and Ziggler were in the match, they also get a piece of that win against the Street Profits. Simply thinking here, is that going to continue next week? I don't know. We'll have to wait until the draft. So let's not assume they're getting that title shot. But everyone on the other side had titles, McIntyre and the Street Profits. So we'll see. Oreo is asleep now. Okay, everybody stay quiet. So that's Raw. Okay show. The second half, in my opinion, was much better than the first because it involved all that Ali's with the Retribution. I mean, that really popped the end of the show. It really did. Does the draft take Otis to Raw and he loses his case to Orton or even MVP? I don't know. They've got to. I don't see how Otis is winning this. It's got to be some kind of situation where the champ is so unrecoverable from whatever just happened to him moments ago. And Otis goes down and, yeah, fuck you, buddy. Or no, wait, that's someone else. Oh, shit. Okay, so we go on to the news here. Is a great way to open it up. So if you got some news topics you want me to discuss for a while, we'll go till about an hour and a half, and we'll probably wrap it up depending on what you guys come up with. Jay, have you heard anything regarding WWE wrestlers losing their freedom on Twitch thanks to Vinnie Mac? I've seen headlines. I have not read any content. I don't know who is dropping. Okay, like I know Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano lost their pro wrestling tees stores right before the weekend. Along with, I'm assuming, some others like Tommaso Ciampa still had one. Kevin Owens had one. He got rid of his because he still had the Steen shop. So that much I know. I don't know any details as far as like people's YouTubes or Twitch. Like I've said before, I don't agree with it, but I understand what Vince is doing because it's par for the course with what he's done with so many over the last several years. So I don't know. I don't watch a lot of other content like that. Very, very sporadically, I'll watch somebody playing a video game. I used to do that a lot more a couple of years ago, especially when PUBG started. That just fascinated me. I watched a handful of people playing PUBG, and I've kind of really faded away from gameplay stuff. I'll watch some stuff depending on what it is, but I've really gotten away from it. So it's not something I watch on a regular basis, so I haven't really cared too much about it. Do I wish they still had their content? I guess. But this is the WWE. Other companies obviously give you a lot more freedom to express yourself and to give you the opportunity to make a little more money without it being taken from you. So, there you have it. I haven't heard any like major stories like like somebody's getting a lawyer to fight this. I haven't heard anything like that. Is it happening? I don't know. It might be. I don't know. $240 milligrams of fuck you, buddy. It's just out of my mind last Tuesday, wasn't it? So yeah, we've got the Diet Dew back. It's yay. I gotta be careful with that though. Not too much of that. My wife bought me a case today. I was like, oh boy. I like the Diet Dew. I've always preferred that to the regular stuff, taste wise. But that's me. Apparently, Taya and Su Yung were going to appear in the 4th season of Glow, but Netflix canceled the show. I did hear it was canceled. I didn't hear any details on it. That's interesting. Did you hear Taya put a broken heart emoji on her Twitter over the cancellation of Glow? Oh, okay. I didn't see Taya's. I saw the broken heart emoji on Su Yung. So there's that. That explains that. Okay. I did see that post. I didn't know what it meant. I thought maybe Su Young's post with all the broken hearts, but in fact, I think it was 4 broken hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4. I assumed it was because she lost on Saturday. Or Susie, excuse me. But I assumed that's what it was about. And they were just continuing like, okay, post something today going into Tuesday. I thought that's what it was. I had no clue what that was referring to. Okay. I've seen Paige play games. Paige has a very popular Twitch, I hear. I think I follow it. I follow a lot of Twitches. I just never watch the content, you know. Is Paulie writing Smackdown lately? Because it's been awesome. No, as far as I know, Paulie isn't writing any content other than what he's involved in or contributing, I should say. I don't know how much he's actually writing, but I'm sure he's helping Roman, which is gold, in my opinion. I love the new Roman heel. Tasha Steele's Twitter account is looking a little wonky. Wonky? What's wonky about it? What wrestler is your favorite to follow on the Twitter box? Paige is fun to follow. I like Callahan. I'll retweet stuff, but I don't really go out of my way to like, oh, I gotta see what so and so is doing. You know, if I'm scrolling and I see it, I see it. I don't like go out of my way to look for it. But Paige is absolutely one of my favorites from Impact. So is Callahan. They're always interesting. Swinger is usually comical when he's, you know, sharing something and it looks like a copy and paste of something. You know, that gimmick, that Twitter box gimmick. That's a few off the top of my head. Sarah Stock, aka Sarita in Impact, has been arrested for merit of things like intoxication, battery, and more. Yes, I saw that headline right before Raw started. So is that going to affect her wrestling future somewhere else? Obviously, she has some issues to take care of. I don't want to overthink this. That could be, I mean, they make it sound a lot worse than it it could be. You never know. I don't want to assume that we know so much about this from just a headline. Okay, we don't know the entire situation. I hope she gets us cleared up, and she is a great wrestler, and I hope she has an opportunity somewhere else. I really do. Oh my goodness, all the page emojis. My goodness. Team Page. Okay, gotcha. Paige is not creative on Twitch. That's why I stopped following her. Oh, okay. I know she was on YouTube earlier and she was promoting what was she promoting? A new clothing line or something she came out with the last couple. I think it's when she was dating. It's when she was injured. She was dating Alberto El Patron a few years ago. I think that's what she was doing back then. Jared Anthem mess has lasted just as long as the Rollins Mysterio. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, okay, that's the headline I saw. Jared is looking to file a new trial date on the ever-going saga of Impact/Anthem versus Jarrett. I don't know if that's ever going to see the light of day. He's going to fight this forever. I don't really know what else to say about it. Wow, Hakeem, you're just coming up with all this stuff. Excuse me. When I say wonky, I mean hacked. Oh, Tasha Steeles. Oh, she must have been like posting something controversial then, maybe? I don't know. If you put something specific on here, like what it is, I don't know. I'm going to keep going now. I'm going to keep going. Shotzi Blackheart will be hosting NXT version of Halloween Havoc in the foreseeable future. Yeah, hosting, I'm not sure what that means. Does that mean she's injured and they're trying to ow. Okay, cue Kyle. Where's Kyle? Ow. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Kind of goofy. It was kind of funny that she was coming out of her for her matches and driving a little mini tank. It's like, oh, it's so cute. How incredibly not badass of you. I don't know. It's goofy. Impact will have been around for 20 years. 2022 by the time the Jarrett Impact thing ends. I doubt it will. It's going to go for like forever. Would you want Paige in Impact, Uncle? She's not wrestling, so I don't know what she would do. So not really. She's had a great career. It ended way too quick, unfortunately. Could she come back? Sure, but I mean, WWE's her home, so I don't envision her going anywhere else. I mean, could it happen down the line if she does get better like Edge did? Sure. I have no clue what her situation is compared to Daniel Bryan or Edge's. Is it similar? Is it worse? I don't know. I never heard anybody compare anything like that. Do we think James Storm as a free agent will turn up at BFG? I hope so. Damn, that'd be awesome. because obviously WWE wants nothing to do with him. They had the perfect opportunity to do something with him, and then they said, COVID, sorry, fuck half the company, not hiring anybody else except for all these evolved people that they have probably hired for 10 cents on the dollar, you know? So yeah, we'll see. Could get a few surprises. You know, maybe they've had some of this stuff planned a long time and just everything's been hush hush. Who knows? Who knows? So as we creep towards the end of this, if you're new and you're watching on Twitch, please give it a follow. I don't know if you're able to do anything else. I haven't seen it yet. I just started this whole process of affiliation, so we'll see how that goes. If you're new on YouTube, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. All right, what else we got here? Terry Funk will retire once and for all once Jarrett versus Anthem ends. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. If you could interview any knockout on Smash this podcast, who would you want to interview first? I haven't done a lot of interviews on here. I have very few like solo-ish interviewing opportunities. I mean, I could have gone for them. I'm just by myself. I'm very intimidated. I'll keep that stuff to TNI. But if I did, Taya, honestly, I'd go for Taya because I think I've been a fan of hers the longest, consistently since 2015ish season 2 of Lucha Underground. That's where I really became a huge fan of hers. Page did appear at Impact one time as a fan at Slammiversary. Yeah, the camera showed the back of her head. That was about it. You've seen the recent promo video regarding EC3 and Ring of Honor. I saw that during a commercial break. I happened to be flipping through the news on WrestleZone, and I saw it, yes. I still have to catch up with Ring of Honor. I heard the episodes have been really good. So looks like I even have more to catch up on now. I got about 3 episodes, so that's 3 hours-ish. Am I going to review it? Probably not, but I still want to watch it because I'm really curious to see the new look of it. And if they're bringing in new faces like EC3, I'm even more curious to see what they do with him. You know, does it upset me? No. You know, it could be the same character in a couple different companies, do different things. Do I think Moose is going to go over there? I don't know. That's a whole nother ball of wax. Like, why? You know, they showed that in one of the last promos with Moose, with the map, you know, like showed Baltimore, like, oh, it's going to go to Baltimore. But we haven't seen any more of that on Impact programming. So I don't know. The funeral's Tuesday, so I got a feeling something's going to happen. Something's going to happen to it. So some turning of the page moment in this rivalry is going to happen. Something big. And obviously it's going to lead to Bound for Glory and or something else somewhere else. We'll have to see. ROH looked a little suspect today, hiding replies mentioning their investigation. Yeah, I have no clue what's going on with that. I haven't heard anything. How is Auntie doing tonight? She was going to bed right before I went live. She's okay. She's okay. She has her good days and bad days. Today was one of her better days. She went out and did a little shopping for the family. She she's okay. She's all right. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're getting a few surprises and or returns for Bound for Glory. Yeah, I mean, they couldn't blow everything at Slammiversary regarding all the free agents and everything. That kind of stuff you can like slowly play out throughout the year. A little here, a little there. Why not? See you tomorrow for the big show. Oh, sorry. I know what you mean. Thank you. Tina. Thoughts on the Karate Man coming to Talkin' Shop Media too? Oh, I hope he does. I haven't heard anything official. I got to catch up on some of the Talkin' Shop stuff. I don't know if they've actually said anything specific, but I hope so. Will we receive a return of the jacked up jukebox in the near future? I hope so. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I've got a few things I'm going to talk about. A few things recently have caught my eye that I want to touch on. So yeah, I just don't know when because I've been so busy with everything else. It's just been very difficult lately. So is it going to come back? Absolutely. When? I can't promise when. But yes, I love talking my music, so it's going to. Cross One was epic. If you and Basil could interview an AEW personality, who would it be? Oh, geez. Well, I don't think I have that kind of pull, or I don't even know if he has that kind of pull, but wow. Mox. No, I mean, I think that would be like the ultimate. I'd be so intimidated to interview Mox because I've seen him in other interviews, and it's like you don't know how he's going to respond to some stuff. So I don't know if I'd want to really interview him. If I could pick someone else, maybe someone like maybe Sammy Guevara, someone up and coming. Jungle Boy, maybe. Someone who hasn't gotten a lot of shine lately. Maybe Ricky Starks? Someone up and coming. Mid card, lower card ish. I wouldn't say, oh, Kenny Omega. No, I'd pick someone else. Maybe Abaddon. I'd have to wear an adult diaper for that one, though. She is fucking terrifying. Good night, Paul. See you tomorrow. I answered that. Soon. Sometime soon. Karate Man's confirmed. Watch Ethan Page's invitation video. Okay. I have to catch up on a couple of his. I haven't watched them all lately. Did you ever review that Dark Side of the Ring episodes involving the Road Warriors? I think I did. I missed a couple of them. Like when I was taking that break. So it was like towards the end of the season, I think I missed a few. I'd have to go back. But they're all on a playlist. If you go to like the YouTube front page, the main page of the channel, and you scroll down and you see the playlists, it's one of those. It's there is a season, I believe there is a season 2 Dark Side of the Ring reviews. So yeah, there's some good ones. A Taz interview? Oh my goodness, that'd be crazy. That'd be wild. Sad day. 23 years ago today, Brian Pillman died. Yeah, he was great. The what did they call him? Unchained? No, unhinged? No, what did they call him? I forget. I forget his nickname. He wasn't one of my favorites, I would say, but I know he was quite the charismatic character. I mean, he was really around in a time when I wasn't watching. So anything I see is all just like little clips and little highlights from, decades ago. Loose cannon. Thank you. Thank you. Brian Pillman and the gun incident with Stone Cold. Yeah, I've seen that highlight reel. Yeah, I've seen that. I think I saw the DVD that came out that WWE did like a handful of years ago. I think I've seen that. Night Swag fan. Critical Steam. That's before my time. Yeah, and one of my old buddies, Paul Sweat, was posting something about the rise. He was watching a Nitro or something from '98 and the rise of Goldberg, and I was like, that's when I started watching wrestling again. I took a break out a majority of the '90s. I was going through high school and then growing up after that, and pitfalls of life and whatever. And I just really got away from wrestling, and then I got back into it late '90s, and yeah, loved Nitro, loved Thunder, loved WCW, and the rise of the NWO versus Goldberg and the Goldberg streak and Raven and all that stuff. That was right around the time I really got back into it. Pillman could be seen as the godfather of the Attitude Era. As far as like iconic characters with attitude, yeah, I'd say there were bigger people that outlasted it, unfortunately. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. I mean, he certainly was a key part of it. I was 1 year when that happened, but I have seen it on YouTube, and it's Pillman was trying a madman. Okay. Oh, excuse me. What the heck? What is that? A mouse? What is that? So goofy. You and your emojis. Oh, it's a teddy bear. Teddy bear. Okay. Bleacher Report reviewed Victory Road and gave A grades to the main event and the Jordan Grace versus Tennille Dashwood matches, stating both matches exemplified great storytelling. Hey, that's good. That's good. I don't read a lot of Bleacher Report stuff, but that's good. Anything like, a critical criticism in a positive sense, along with some positive feedback, is always great to see from Impact Wrestling. I saw one get shared the other day, and they gave like each match like 1 star or something. It was really what? It's like, did you do looks and see who were in the matches and then just make shit up? I mean, how could you give like each thing like 1 or 2 stars? I don't understand that. Obviously, there were some matches that were better than others, but holy crap, I thought Victory Road was pretty solid considering how quickly it was booked, you know? So, all right, we're going to get it. We're going to get out of here. I've rambled on long enough. Thank you for joining me on this Monday. We'll see you guys over on that other little podcast called Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans. And yeah, we're gonna see fallout from Victory Road and more stuff continuing on the road to Bound for Glory. We're gonna see a funeral of sorts for an imaginary title and an inanimate object, as Scott D'Amore said at Victory Road, which is absolutely hilarious. So yeah, loaded episode should be good. We'll see you guys on the watch along. For those of you who don't know, we do a watch along for Impact Wrestling on the Total Nonstop Impact Twitch channel. It's usually me, Bill, and sometimes we bring in a guest or two. I don't know what's going on tomorrow. We'll see who comes in. It's a loaded week, though, for Bill, though, because he's going to be on the road a lot. I don't know how much he's going to be really joining us. We'll have to see. So, Paul, you and your Hawaiian time, 4:30 tomorrow. I have no idea. Whatever 7 p.m. Central is to your time, that's the watch along. And then the review is always right afterwards. So we'll see you for that. See if there's any last minute thing here. Hakeem's got an article coming tomorrow. Awesome. Oh, and I think there's a press pass, but I don't know who's on it. We'll have to see how early I get my day started. Maybe I'll jump in on that with the guys. We'll have to see. Maybe. I don't know. Bill, the roving TNI correspondent. He's making towns, baby. So yeah, if you're on Twitch, thank you for all the support. Give it a follow, sub, whatever, cheer some things. I'm learning, folks. Just and YouTube, hit that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications. All the socials are in the description, along with the merch page, which I never promote enough. Go get yourself some Smash This Podcast merch. Another great way to support the brand. Thank you, folks. We'll see you mañana. Good night.